people of YouTube, my name is Steve Gray. Thank you for watching. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, leave a like, and feel free to comment down below what you would like me to do for future cartoon anime-related videos. So we are here. It is the final countdown. Rick and Morty, Season 4, Episode 10, last episode of the season. Thank God they didn't split things up and try to extend the season even longer. And weirdly, we got some storyline. Was not expecting the storyline at all. Tammy came back, Bird Person, Phoenix Person came back. And we got some resolution there, and that's basically what happened there. So there is a new Federation now. And basically they are trying to take over Earth yet again. You know, the different generation. They're bugs. They breed very fastly. I don't know how fast their lifespans are. But they go very, very fastly. And Tammy comes to actually kill Beth, or what is a clone of Beth. So remember back in like Season 3, when Rick offered Beth the ability to clone her, and then basically, she could go off, do her own thing, and then basically put an implant in her so that way when they come together again, the one will disintegrate, the other one will get all the memories of the clone and be good to go. In reality, he actually put a bomb in them, which was basically just going to blow the clone up when they got close enough. We don't even know which one the clone is, so that is definitely a giant cliffhanger. We have no idea which actual Beth is the real Beth. So there's cool, badass, scar, shaved head Beth, and then there's Beth, regular plain old Beth, the one that we have had all the entire season. So basically what happened is we saw Rick put in one of the Morty Mind Blowers tubes, I guess is the best way to describe it, the light bulb looking things. And he basically said that he didn't really know what to do. You know, he wanted his daughter to be happy, but at the same time, I think he was kind of being sadistic at the same time. So he had them labeled. He had Clone Beth and Beth. He tore off the labels, turned around, took a sip of his flask, mixed them around, and I was like, oh, I can just follow which one's the real Beth. But it doesn't even matter which one I follow, because even if I figure out who the real one is, because they looked identical at that point in time, you don't know which is which. So who the heck knows which is the clone Beth, which is the real Beth? And we just don't know. So Jerry's about it. He has two wives. Rick and Morty about it. They have two moms, and frankly, they don't care. You know, cool. We'll call her Scar Beth or Cool Beth. She's gonna probably go back out, fight the Federation. And regular Beth's gonna be where she is. And if Cool Beth ever wants to come back and join the family, I'm sure the entire family will welcome them. No problem there. So basically what happens leading up to this point, because that's kind of how the episode ends, with Rick saying he's a terrible father and sadistic, and it's kind of depressing at the end. He's finally realizing how much of a crap father he is. And at the same time, Beth is finally getting over her need to constantly need him by talking to herself, either her clone self or her real self. One is a clone, one isn't, as we know. So who the heck knows which is which? It's so confusing. But basically, the gist is behind that is that Beth seems to finally be over her ability to constantly please her father. She actually got to the point where she was debating killing him, but they actually ended up saving him. What happened was this big, awesome kind of Star Wars battle, Phoenix Person, Bird Person versus Rick, and basically Rick is getting his butt handed to him. He gets to the point where basically in the thumbnail his organs are all over the floor. He's drinking. It's actually hilarious. You see him drink the flask, and then you see it go down basically and squirt out in some of his intestines. But he manages to live somehow through getting himself deboweled, basically. Phoenix Person got turned off. There's an on and off switch on him. Tammy got shot in the face and killed. And basically, Rick is probably going to try to wire up Phoenix Person so that way he is back to the way he was and is no longer a weapon of the Federation. So it's kind of interesting because I think Tammy did actually like Bird Person a lot. So even though she did shoot him, technically killing him and then turning him into the cyborg, I think she kept him around strictly because she liked him. Now, Jerry did something for the win to distract Bird Person where they thought Tammy was dead, but Jerry had the invisibility belt that we saw in the trailer. With Summer and Morty. We'll get back to those two momentarily. And basically, Jerry used the invisibility belt to make Phoenix Person think that Tammy was still alive momentarily in order to basically save Rick's life and her tooth both the best. They shoot Phoenix Person. He's done. Turn Phoenix Person off, and Rick is healed for another day. So let's talk about what Morty and Summer. So it's kind of a Morty Summer team up in this entire episode as well. So basically, Morty and Summer are teaming up in order to fight for an invisibility belt. In the beginning, Rick puts it on. Morty mentions it because they're trying to go to therapy. We do see Dr. Wong in this episode. She even says that she's too good for the job she has, and I completely agree with that, which is interesting. It's like also kind of funny because Rick put in a bunch of security measures in Dr. Wong's office to get himself out of therapy, several of which included killing Dr. Wong, which was not fun. I thought this was going to be like a nice kind of therapy episode, Rick trying to get out of it, but no, it turned into like a very nice canon episode that developed the story further from season 3. So I'm sure we will probably get Evil Morty again at some point in time. Who knows when? Maybe we'll get Darcydius, Mr. Poopy Butthole too. That would be kind of hilarious, and some evil Meeseeks. But we'll just have to wait and see what happens with it, or off-brand Meeseeks, I should say. We'll have to wait and see what happens with that. But basically, getting back to Morty and Summer, they're fighting over the invisibility belt. They're both creeps. Morty is creeping on cheerleaders in a bathroom, and Summer is creeping on some random dude, sniffing his stuff and just being super creepy. So they're both equally creepy. And for whatever reason, also, Morty has Wrangler jeans, specifically Wrangler. I think that's the Walmart brand, maybe. I'm not really sure. But for whatever reason, this giant Death Star ship thing that's trying to blow up Earth, the only thing it can't destroy is Wrangler jeans. And they're like, why can't it destroy Wrangler jeans? And the two aliens basically have a dumb conversation basically about product placement as an advertisement. Rick also mentions that Wendy's gave us some money or something, so that was a nice fourth wall breaker in there too. But Morty, his pants basically saved the day by putting his pants into the beam. It completely shut down the ship and basically destroyed the Death Star beam. Although a lot of the population got decimated in the process, but that is what it is there. So that pretty much sums up the entire episode. You know, Morty and Summer finally reconciling their differences and working together, talking about Morty's balls hanging out, which I thought was kind of hilarious. Beth reconciling that she no longer needs to get Rick's appreciation. Hopefully she'll develop something with Morty. There should definitely be a Beth and Morty episode at some point in time. We haven't seen that. I think because Beth envied Morty the entire time for having the relationship with Rick that she always wanted. So we'll definitely have to wait and see what happens there. As of right now, no confirmation of a season 5. Who knows when we'll get it? My guess, give it a year. 9 out of 10, it's probably going to be at least a year before we get any announcement for season 5. But it could be quicker. Maybe I'm wrong. You know, I mean, I hate these long breaks in between seasons. It really annoyed me that they split it up and didn't give me 10 episodes in a row. But it is what it is. I mean, you could definitely have the seasons be longer if you're going to freaking make us wait for a year, for an entire year. You know, that's a lot of time. Here's a lot of time to develop new ideas and episodes. Sign me on to Rick and Morty. I will gladly help you write some episodes of that if you want me to. I have no problem helping you out with that. But that's basically it. You know, this is the finale. No giveaway. Did not hit that 500 subscriber mark. We're at about 423. So definitely appreciate the love. Got some more subscribers in the process of reviewing these 5 episodes. But as of right now, we're going to hold on to the Szechuan sauce, and maybe by the time we get to season 5, I can finally give those away. And I don't know if they're going to turn or not by then. It's McDonald's, so I'm assuming it's good forever, theoretically. There's a guy with a hamburger in his pocket that lasted forever. But who knows? So we'll just have to wait and see. Great episode overall, and definitely did not expect it, kind of thrown out of left field, because I thought they were kind of going with the whole, we're just going to put all the actual storylines in this one episode so people stop doing that. And that'll be all she wrote. What I am curious about is I don't think we ever saw the two-headed duck that we got in like the intro, because if you ever noticed it, the intro changes once in a season. So it'll be the same intro the entire season, but subtle things change in the intro once they finally do that. We haven't seen the Cthulhu baby. That's what the creature is at the end of the intro, is Cthulhu. That's been the same for all 4 seasons. So at some point, I'm assuming they're going to do an episode similar to that, but we'll just have to wait and see what happens there. I'm sure there's a bunch of Easter eggs I might be missing somewhere in this episode, but I was just happy that it continued the storyline. I probably would have been happy with a random episode too, but now we are just got to sit back and relax and wait for season 5. Final Space isn't coming out for a while either, so that's not going to get my fix there either. So I'm going to need something new. I still got Harley Quinn, and I still got Tower of God right now for a few more episodes, so I'm going to keep reviewing them, and maybe I'll put out some kind of one-off anime-related videos on here too. If you have any ideas for me, throw them in the comments down below. That would definitely help. My name is Steve Gray. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a good one.